Hello, it's David from Normie Company, and today is Friday, the 19th of June, 2020, and here is our latest market update. So just a little bit of local news to get started before we look at how the market has performed this week in North Manchester. The news reports nationally and locally have been full of reports of retailers preparing for reopening their doors to members of the public. You may have seen the queues outside various different establishments, and no doubt your Facebook feed has been awash with pictures of people queuing up outside Primark. And we're pleased to report that across North Manchester, retailers and businesses are getting ready to open their doors to you in a safe manner. And restaurants and bars and food establishments are also involved in those efforts, trying to get ready to open their doors to the public. So in Prestwich Village, there has been a collaboration amongst various different business owners and local volunteers who've all got together to promote Prestwich Village and their reopening in a safe. And we'll be reporting more on that when we talk to two of the people that are behind that effort to galvanise local business support and to find innovative ways to open the doors to the public in a safe manner. So very excited to be doing that next week, and you'll be hearing more from us on Monday in that regard. Elsewhere in North Manchester, the queues outside Whitefield's McDonald's still seem to be pretty healthy, proving once again that one of the things that people missed the most in lockdown was actually a Big Mac. But it's great to see those businesses opening and thriving again, and local people coming out to support local businesses. Again, if you're following any of our community pages, Love BL9, Love M45, Love M25, you'll see that we're encouraging support for local businesses. It's very much what we're about. And if you have the option between buying out of the area and sourcing those goods locally, I'd encourage you to support those small businesses as much as you possibly can. They need your support now more than ever. And we'll be reporting more on that across our different community groups next week. Other bits of local property news. Out walking this week, spotted the sign for a new development called The Mount by Bellway Homes, which is currently taking place on the old Mount Heath Industrial Estate site in Prestwich, just off George Street in Prestwich. Anybody that knows that site will know that it sort of dovetails nicely into Kersal Moor and the golf course there at the back. At one point, they were talking about building anywhere upwards of sort of 200 homes in that location. Looking at Bellway Homes marketing literature, it would appear that they've opted for 3 and 4 bedroom homes, which is great. It's good starter homes for families. There is a bit of a concern that some of the local families would like to see slightly larger houses, 5 and 6 bedroom houses, but still, I'm sure that this will be a very popular development. And it's good, actually. It shows confidence returning to the marketplace that house builders are building on such a large scale. Here are some of the pictures of the demolition that was going on in progress. The end of an era for the Mount Heath Industrial Estate and for that part of Prestwich. And hopefully it will see a largely industrial site being regenerated for family use, which is absolutely fantastic. Prestwich continues to be a very popular location for families, and it's not hard to see why. You've got some fantastic local schools, shops. It's only a 10 minutes drive into Manchester city centre, and in the opposite direction up to Bury. You can hop on the motorway at junction 17 quite easily, so it's a commuter's paradise as well. We're also home to some of the finest parks in Europe, Heaton Park being one of them. Plenty of walks. So it really is, if you're a family looking to move to North Manchester, you could do a lot worse than Prestwich, Whitefield, Radcliffe, Unsworth, Salford, just some of the many areas that we cover here. Okay, it's time to see how the local property market in North Manchester has been performing in the week ending 19th of June. So this, of course, is the time that we look at some of the key statistics from business activities that we've been carrying out this week. And I'm pleased to report to you again another week of successful sales being agreed. We've agreed a total of 9 new sales, which is just a fantastic level of activity, considering everything that's gone before these past 5 weeks, and to be really seeing the market coming out as strong as it is, and to see those offers rolling in, week out is fabulous. And to back that information up a little bit, another key statistic that's really interesting to look at is the total number of offers that we've received this week. This week we've received a total of 30 offers. So that's not on individual properties, because in some cases where the property is really popular, we may have multiple offers on each property, which is absolutely possible. In those cases, we tend to find that we're achieving in excess of asking price because the interest is so strong. Anyone that went to have a look at 56 Bent Lane this week in Prestwich will know that it's been one of our most popular new listings. And again, we've carried out multiple viewings there, and all separately and safely, of course. And we've received many offers on the property as well, which is really great news for the vendors of that particular property. On that note, another key statistic is the number of sales viewings that we've carried out this week in a really safe, COVID-compliant manner. So a total of 48 accompanied viewings have been carried out safely this week. Our viewing staff have been absolutely run off their feet, and they're happy to be busy. And it's great to see such activity returning to the market. So if you're thinking of selling your property, I can tell you that there are multiple numbers of people looking at properties, and we've done 48 of those viewings this week. We've done many more virtual viewings this week, but 48 physical viewings, which is a fantastic number, and really just goes to show how strong the marketplace is at this time. So if we're agreeing all these sales, we're going to need to see some new properties coming to the market, and I'm pleased to say that this week we've carried out a total of 12 new market appraisals on properties that people are considering bringing to the market, which again is a great number, because if you've got a good week where you've just agreed 9 sales as we have, you're going to want to be replenishing that stock and making sure that there's plenty new properties out there for the public to see. And finally, just to round things off, we completed on 5 sales this week. So that's 5 sales where people are moving into the properties this week. It's been really busy, and we've been handing over keys again in a very safe manner. And we're glad to see that 5 sets of people have found a new home in North Manchester, which is great to see. In other bits of local activity, I've pulled off some of the graphs that we've got from our internal software, which show us how well we are performing benchmarked against some of the other main competitors in the area. I've blurred out their names on purpose for confidentiality reasons, but these graphs are absolutely great to see. It's testament to the hard work put in by the team at Normie Company and all the other marketing activity that we're doing, that we're happy to say that since the beginning of May to the present date, which is the 19th of June, Normie Company have agreed the lion's share of all the sales in the area. And again, when it comes to new instructions, I'm also happy to say that that confidence is resonating with vendors who are choosing to put their property on the market with Normie Company. As you'll see on this graph here, we again have achieved the lion's share of all the listings in the area, which is fantastic news for the team at Normie Company, fantastic news for the vendors who've chosen the right agent to be with. Everything that we do is geared to achieving you the best price possible for your property and providing you safe, COVID-compliant marketing packages that are absolutely second to none. And I'm pleased to say that any innovation that adds value to a vendor is currently being utilized by Normie Company, and we'll continue to evolve and adapt our services to make sure that we're continuing to provide you with the very best possible service. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week where we'll be doing another market update, and I'll be bringing you some more local news and some interviews with local personalities. Take care.